Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my second tutorial on how to create our race car in AutoCAD. Today you're going to be learning how to locate the axle holes. One will be located towards the back, one's toward the front, and also the hole at the back of the rocket. Now, for those of you who are curious why we have a hole at the back of the rocket, it's going to be located in such a fashion that it's in the center of our back. When we go to race these, we have a pressurized air system that hooks up into this hole and allows you to shoot it forward. So if you're wondering why that hole is there, that is the reason. From there, I'm going to teach you a little bit more about this right here. This box, you can click on any one of the views. If you click on it and hold and drag, it'll change the view. But there's other ways and easier ways of changing your view if you prefer. You come up here to Custom View, click on Custom View. You can certainly go to a straight view, just the top. If you prefer, I like working from the southeast isometric in this occasion. It gives me views of the whole side and understanding of what's going on. So the next step we have is to locate the holes for our axles. We're going to do this by applying a line from one end to the other as a midpoint for all our axles. So first thing you're going to want to do, if you'd like, you can zoom in and click on the end point there. You notice you get yourself a line. We're going to take our line straight up 3/16 of an inch. So you're going to type in 3 divided by 16, hit enter. From there, if you notice, there is a green line that shows up when we do this on the screen. Right now it's not there, but when I bring it down, that's showing that it's parallel to this bottom line. What we're going to want to do is come all the way to the front by dragging over and connecting right here. You can see that's a perpendicular snap. That's what we're looking for. You click on the perpendicular snap and you now have yourself a line there. You can hit escape to get rid of your line, and from there you have yourself a line to locate your axle holes. Next step I'd like to do is zoom in on the axle that I'm going to be working on. I'm going to do the back one first. So I'm just looking at the back half of my project. There are two ways of doing this. One is simply placing a circle anywhere on the line. But to do this, you're going to have to click on Object Snap down here. Do not confuse it with the one to the right. This is 3D Object Snap. We're just going to work on 2D Object Snap. You can right click on that and click on Nearest. This will allow you to place anything anywhere on the line where it is nearest to. From there, we're going to go up here to Circle. There are two types of circles in the drop down bar that we're going to be worried with: center radius and center diameter. I like using center diameter in this case, so I'm going to click on center diameter and bring it down here. As you notice, there's a new purple snap there that you probably have not seen before. This is because of the nearest one. As you can see, it's right there in the gray box. And if I want to eyeball and I want it somewhere in here, the circle for my hole, I can click. I can start bringing it out. This hole is going to be 1/8 inch wide. So you're going to click on 1 divided by 8, hit enter, and you've got yourself a start of an axle hole. The other way you can locate an axle hole is by giving an actual distance. If you click on your line tool, come to the back here. I want it to be on this line, so I'm going to bring down and seeing that nearest snap show up again, and I want it 1 inch from the back to say. I'm going to type in 1, hit enter, and just drew a line for me 1 inch from the back. I'm going to draw a tag off of it just into nowhere for the moment, so you can always locate right where that's at. It'll help you when you go to place your circle. Click on center diameter circle again. As you notice, I did not need to come down to the drop down bar. It'll stay that as long as you don't change it. So all you have to do is come up and click it once and you're good to go. From there I'm coming down to where the end of that tag is. You can now see it's important to leave that there so you actually know where it's at. Again, click on it. Looking for a 1/8 hole, so 1/8. Enter. And you've located holes in two separate ways. One by just eyeballing it, one by measurement. From there, you can get rid of this tagline because we do not need it anymore. Simply delete it. Now seeing that I actually want my axle here, I'm going to delete this one. Again, deleting simple, click on it, hit delete on your keyboard, and it shall be gone. From there, you can move to the front of your race car and decide where you want to put it. Again, I like using measurements personally, but if you like just going with the nearest, it is easier and simpler. So we're going to stick with that for now. Click on your center diameter, find the point you want it. Be careful putting it up here. Say if I were to put it here and did my 1/8 hole, do you think this area right here is strong enough to hold when we're moving? I do not. So I'm going to remove that by hitting Control Z. Control Z removes, undoes anything that you've done already, so you can always use that. Instead, I'm going to move it back a little bit more into this area. Again, 1/8, enter, and I now have my 2 holes located for my car. From there, the step next is to remove the material from those 2 holes. Now what you're going to want to do is zoom in on one of them first to use. And we're going to start using a new tool then. It's called the extrude button. So you want to click on extrude, come down and click on your object, hit enter. As you can see, right now it's extruding to the right. What we want to do is extrude through our object and out the other side. Distance does not matter that much on this one, so as long as it's out the other side, click again, and you have just extruded it. The next step is to remove this bar we just created from the object. Easiest way to do this is to go up here to this tool right here. It's called Solid Subtract. To use it, first click on Solid Subtract. Make sure it's highlighted. You can always look down here to make sure it's saying it. First, you select the object you want to keep, hit enter, select the object you want to move, remove, hit enter, and has now removed it from the hole. So all you have to do for the back and for a quick review is to first extrude the object you're looking to use. I'm going to extrude our circle, hit enter. You can see it's coming to the right. We don't want that. We want the left. Again, click on Solid Subtract. Click the object you want to keep. Enter. Object you want to remove. Enter. And it has subtracted both our axle holes straight through our objects. Lastly, this line is of no use anymore, so we're going to get rid of it simply by hitting Escape, clicking on our line, delete. Now we're going to see I might have a line in the back here because I located this one by inches. Again, I'm just going to click on the line and delete. The last step in today's lesson is to locate the hole on the back of our object. To do this, you could grab your right view on this, rotate around to the back. If you notice, you could also do it from the custom views. But for right now, I'm happy with where I'm at. Now to find the center of any square, there's a very simple geometric rule you can do. All you need to do is draw a line. One corner to the next, escape, one to the next. That allowed us to find the exact center in a very quick manner. From there, we're going to place our hole in the center of this block. Again, we're just going to use our circle tool of center diameter, bring it to the center intersection, so bringing it out. Our diameter of this hole is going to be 3/8, and somehow mine managed to magically be there, but if it's not, you hit 3/8 and hit enter. Now, we need to do the exact same 2 steps we did before of extruding and solid subtract. However, in this one, we cannot just extrude to an endless area. We need to go a certain depth in. So again, click on extrude, click on the circle you want to extrude, make sure it's highlighted, hit enter, and as you notice, it will go to the right. But we don't want to go to the right. It's a good verification that it is working. Instead, we want to go to the left. We want to extrude 3 inches in. So we're just going to hit 3 and enter. Now it's hard to say if it's even there because you can't see it. But if you go to solid subtract, like we did before, click on it, come down, select the object you want to keep first, which is just the block. So I'm going to click, enter, select the object you want to remove, go down to the circle itself, click on the edge, hit enter again, and you have just removed that circle off the back of the rocket. From there, we do not need these lines anymore, so I'm going to hit escape to get away from solid subtract. Click on my one line, delete, click on my other line, click on delete, and you've just officially finished your project. Thank you for watching this tutorial, and please feel free to go back, review, and do anything you need to find the answers you need from this tutorial.